Boys, you already see what time it is, man. You see what is here right now, man. Grand Crusade. And this is going to be the first time, my first impressions going into the mode and trying it. I am going to do a live stream literally later today. By the time you're watching this video, I may already be streaming. So as soon as you get done watching this, check the channel. I may actually be there. But let me actually, first and foremost, go over here to the summon tab. And we got to do some summons first. Not on the crystal banner, but I do have quite a bit of Alk, and I think I'm just gonna do like the first 3 steps. Like, he's the only character I need from this. I already have Kakuri, I already have everyone else that's an awoken unit on here, so if we could walk away with the Zill, that'd be cool. If not, it's perfectly fine. That's Angelus. Got the 7k out coming through right here. Come on, please Zill. Oh, Gerald. Caius? I haven't seen Caius in years. Let me actually turn on the BGM. I usually never turn on the BGM. Let me turn on the BGM. We'll turn on the voice acting just a little bit here. What? Okay, that's hard. That's an amazing OST. I love that. I could definitely get down back in the day with the boys to this. I'm just gonna skip the story. I know it's crazy. Sue me, but I can't do it. Okay. Here we go. Now, I think this is the friend that you get to select. I don't know why it's showing Reyes. How do I change that already? Is this how? Or is this just going to show me like my units? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this screen's going to be kind of crazy, chat. Okay. I was wondering how this would work. So up here, there's always a weather effect going on. And right now it's fair. So we can only get 1 and 2 star quality from this. And we can also get a Bio Mystica. Okay, I was debating what I wanted to use for the initial party, and I'm thinking a very well-rounded team with some of the new guys, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe Samurai Rim, Diablo, specifically to deal with like evasion. I could technically bring, what's-his-face, Uzu, and Uzu could work really well here. I think some of Miyu would be good right here too, just for the constant. Oh, dude, there's so many characters that I want to use. Another thing that I want to consider as well is Shiro Emiya. Of course, we have to have Shiro Emiya for the damage mitigation. Because I could also go Shadow. To be honest, with this setup, Shadow might be a bit better. So in the beginning here, I think we're just going to go with this team because I'm wondering if these are just like regular stages. And if they are, then I just want to get in and get out as fast as possible. Yeah, so you can click auto advance here, and this should just automatically move us to the boss. Because you see, we have to go through 22 tiles to get to him. And the boss is up here. He's just chill. Look at him. He's just up there chilling. Well, we can click this chest right here and we'll be able to instantly obtain it, right? Wait. Can I click the chest? Okay, yeah, I can't. Okay, so since I'm directly next to it, I can click the chest. And then I have to click this tile right beside it, and it's able to do it. Okay, moving automatically around to selected. Use item to recover AP. Switch party when out of stamina. Standby when out of stamina. Collect treasure en route. I'll do that, sure. And yeah, let's just auto advance. Standby when out of stamina or AP. Yeah, we'll do that too. I will switch the party out once I kind of get a better grasp of what I'm doing. So yeah, so this is just gonna go for you don't even have to like press anything. That we got a tree. So the next move that we do right here, we probably will take, or not take damage, but we'll have a fight. There we go. There's a fight right there. And then I think this is the reward that we are going to get if we go through it. This team is going to be good for specifically these early fights like this. Also, how are we doing on stamina? So we're not wasting stamina yet. So do we only lose stam whenever we fight a boss? Is that when we lose stamina? Oh, look, this guy's actually different. He has damage taken up during poison. Whenever you go into these fights, by the way, they're completely random. It's kind of like OG JRPGs. There's definitely gonna be a game mode where people who inflict stats effects will probably shine quite a bit. Also, I just now noticed too, the leader of the party gains more Regalia XP than anyone else. He gains, whoever your leader is, they gain 50% more Regalia XP. So you can really like supercharge a unit, or you can, maybe help a unit catch up when it comes to like if they're falling behind in XP. I'm not gonna like really fight for the most part. Damage taken up during disease, I think these guys are going to be able to handle it. But we have damage res and stuff, so I don't think it's going to matter unless like it's a massive physical res down. Yeah, this is the initial tutorial stage. There's no reason to like go all out with it, right? And there we go. That's the end of it. Yeah, super easy. Okay. Another thing, am I gaining crystals by doing all this? Regalia engage. What the world? Oh, so he has this animation? I freaking love that animation. We got AP back, so they are refunding our AP. here, or we're gaining AP. We're at 30 out of 10. I'm kind of ready for them to just cut us loose, man. Now we're at episode 2. So now we're at the actual game. Let's go, baby. You know, now since we have this Grand Battle mode, I think we need to have a crossover event that's specifically tied to Grand Battle. And it is One Piece. All right, here we go. We got our support unit. We can select them from the episode select screen, make your place on the area map, get bonus regalia for being a support unit. Hey, okay. I'm glad that we can go on ahead and check the EX boss. Oh, wait, no, we can't. We have to clear area 5 to unlock it. So unit chance boost is in the area. I may just stick with my regular team until we hit area 5 then. But here we are in area 1 with all the different mysticas we're gonna be able to get. And now we should start losing AP as we go through this. And since we did do that, that means that the party is gonna be back to their original levels here. I have decided on my team, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna be using a team that consists of this. We have Diablo, Shiro, Samurai Rim, and Shadow. Also, I do need to pick a friend unit here. Will maybe be Shadow, to be honest. I think Shadow is a pretty solid friend option. I know people will probably be using Shiro and stuff, but I'm thinking Shadow myself, and there will be no BE and EX fights, so I'm trying to think about that. And you can't gain R gauge through just regular equips, so I'm looking at either passive abilities, like, for example, Lifesteal, which 2 exceeds X, and I'm personally thinking I may just stick with exceeds X for right now. Yeah, I think I'll stick with exceeds X, and I may change that once I see, like, what other stuff we can do. And then for the physical slot here, we are probably just going to use an attack up of some kind, but I could also Izanami because it does have a chance of freezing, which is probably what I will use as that 4-star physical. This is specifically to fight the EX boss. It kind of sucks that we need to get to area 5 though before we can actually see what, you know, the actual boss fight's going to look like. Because I'm assuming once we get there, that is where like we're going to want to farm. We're not going to really want to do just the grid the entire time, but you may be able to like do both because I'm assuming the grid goes on kind of like as long as you want to, maybe, because I've seen people hit like level 150 on like an area map or something like that. So I wonder if it's just kind of like picking what you want to do. Do you want to do the EX boss or do you want to play in the grid? Oh, we got a unit chance. Okay. Oh, snap. Here we go. Live 2D, by the way. Live 2D art. Here we go. So pick a card for a chance at tons of regalia. So I'm going to pick Shadow since he's my friend unit, and I do want him to be pretty built up. But going forward, I may pick either Shiro or Samurai Rim. So let me click this. Let's click. Let's go. That's some card. Do I just pick a card? Or do I just like swipe across them all? I'm going to pick this card right here. Yeah, that card. I want that one. That's giving me XP towards attack. Okay, I got another try. Here we go. Left. Let's do left. Yeah. Defense. Okay. One more time. Got you. So, wait, do I just keep going unless I get like a dupe or something? This one? What did I get with this one? I get, magic res. Okay. Or do I just get like 3 choices? So yeah, it's gonna buff up all of my stuff. So my attack went up, my defense and my, well, not my defense, but my physical resistance and my magic res just went up. I'm a bit curious about that. What is the amount that it just went up by? I'm actually, where can I check that at? Is it down here? But we are already at 12% physical damage taken down. That's actually kind of crazy at level 22. Oh, dude, this is going to get so high. But you see right here, look, we are actually all out of stam. And I don't think there's a way for me to replenish my stamina on my characters. Unless maybe I have to like get to the next fight. Let me see. If I get to the next fight, what does it do? Will it ask me to change parties or what? Okay, yeah. So recover CT, or I can wait 28 minutes for all of my stamina to be back, or is it just 1 bar? So if I click recover CT, I have no items to be able to recover my CT. So how do I get those items? Is there in the exchange shop that I can exchange for more stamina with my units? Super stamina drink fully restores all unit stamina. We love that. Now there is something that I did want to check. And I was going to see, because this is something they could have done. In the shop, you know how you can buy raid tickets, right? You buy that. And it seems like you cannot. Okay. That is good. And then what about in this? Is there like a pack that gives you more for the game mode specifically? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, there's no pack in here either. Maybe that'll change in the future. You know, this is like the initial iteration. But hey, props on them for not making this like pay to win. You gotta love threshold mechanics, chat. You just do. Another boss has crit res, instant swipe. Yeah, if you have like DR down, dude. If we had freaking Hajime, holy chat. That's a cool plague doctor looking, man. Yeah, that thing right there, that's cool. Oh, and we get 10 AP since we beat the area. I haven't gained any crystals. Oh, there's Yuna. And this is Redacne now, so this is different. We have Redacne here. And what is her gimmick? So she has enemies damage taken, has a chance to inflict paralysis, boost crit rate, and a chance to inflict seal. Oh, is she like the Mines version? I think she is like the Mines version. The only thing I'm worried about is that within 30 minutes, whenever I go to use my units again, is my stamina going to be completely refilled with all of those characters? Or is it just going to be like one orb of stamina like per 30 minutes? There's no way they do that, right? That seems terrible. Those guys are also extremely tired, so we can put on another 4 units. I'm glad that the equips aren't locked because I don't think there would be anybody has enough equipment to go through all of this here. Even if you don't have like all the Ascendant characters though, I feel like in this game mode, like even Awoken characters would be really well. Like you see here, I'm out here freaking using, I'm out here using Volti LR, man. We'll have to see how well this guy does against like bosses and stuff. But I was just like, hey, if I'm not gonna be able to have like Shiro, I'm not gonna be able to have Shiro like all the time, depending on how far these maps go. And if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to run some tanks, man. And I'm going to Volti and freaking Miranda. Literally, this is just mono earth right here. I could just run the mono earth relics and get some crazy mono earth stuff going on. We actually used up all the stamina with the green boys this time, and now we are off to area 3. I'm liking that I'm having to use different teams. That is something that I am thoroughly enjoying. It's not to the point to where I'm like locked out of using said team, right? So here we are again with Redacne. Does she have evasion? Because I kind of missed a little bit right there. What was that about? These guys are about to be back up. These guys are on a cooldown. These guys are on a cooldown. We can make another party again. Let me see what we can make this time, man. What are we cooking up now? Surprised about is how they haven't introduced us to fusion crafting yet. I guess that just goes to show you that you kind of got to beat this entire area or this entire story chapter before you can even get to the fusion crafting. I could kind of see new players hating this mode to an extent. In order for you to fully enjoy it, you do need quite a bit of units. Well, to enjoy it, like if you're just trying to like complete it all as fast as possible, you definitely will need pretty much the maximum number of teams to be able to like rotate all your characters. Because chat, right now we've been recording for an hour and like, let me check here, 30 minutes. I want to get this video out before I stream in like 2 or 3 hours, not even through like all the areas. We have to get to area 5 before we even get the EX boss unlocked, which I'm assuming area 5 is going to be when the event story is done with. One thing that you could do with like your parties, if you were going to run multiple parties like this, is that you could also just set units that you think are going to be helpful when you fight the EX fight for like this event, this game mode. Now, challenge when it comes to GS, either it can be insanely difficult or it could be like not really difficult. It's just more so annoying, right? It's going to be interesting to see how that necessarily works for this, if it is actually a difficult fight or if it's something just kind of like a pushover. I think a lot of people have been telling me though, it is a difficult fight. Like you do need to level up your units, and if you don't level up your characters in like the regular map game mode before you go into that EX battle, you're going to get clapped off instantly. Finally made it to the boss of Area 5. And there we go. That should be the end of Stage 5. Next area. Area 5 cleared. EX boss unlocked. Okay. So now we have to clear Area 10, but we have EX1. Area 10 will be getting EX2. Area 15 will probably be Special EX. And then beyond that will be like maybe the Special EX Hyper or whatever. In this, you see right here, party art gauge only increases from Regalia and damage taken. So best thing to do in this game mode, chat, is to use stuff like Vulcans and also like anything that like poisons you or inflicts you with a status effect, because whenever you take damage from that, you do actually gain art gauge from what I've been told. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to end the video here because I do want to live stream like within an hour or two, and this video is already 2 hours long. I'm gonna have to edit this down as fast as possible, get uploaded within the next 30-45 minutes so I can go live and we can just start playing and seeing what Grand Battle has to offer. And then in the live stream will be my live reaction to, the fusion equips and all that type of stuff. But chat room, what an update, right? What an update. It seems like a very good breath of fresh air that GS desperately needed. I'm hoping we see consistent updates and a lot of stuff comes out to really solidify like, oh yeah, this is a very big part of the game and we want you to engage with this. Either way though, fam, that's gonna be it for this one. I'm gonna keep going, see how far I can get, but thank you all again for hanging out. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.